Hello, and thank you for renting the Coachmen Freelander from Fairhaven Properties. Take time to view this tutorial in its entirety. It will help you better navigate your RV rental and maximize the enjoyment of your rental experience. You may also refer back to this tutorial in the event you forget something during your trip. The sofa bed. To transform the passenger side sofa into a bed, lift up and pull towards your body. Take each set of safety belts and push through the center opening until the belts drop to the floor below. Be sure to place safety belts back into proper position when bed is not in use. The accordion window blind. When raising the accordion blind, please push the bottom of the blind in a straight upward motion. Be sure not to pull blinds towards you and be careful not to entangle the cords to the right of the blind. Always observe the accordion folds. If they are not folding properly, assist them with your hands. The overhead bunk and privacy curtain. To convert the overhead bunk into a bed, locate the top cushion and slide it into position. Remove the ladder and hang it into place utilizing the two hooks on the ladder. To utilize the safety net, simply buckle it into place. You will also find a privacy curtain on the top bunk. Unfold the privacy curtain and press it into place, utilizing the Velcro backing on the rear of the curtain. The Dinette booth seats. You will find ample storage space inside each booth seat simply by lifting the seat cushion and the wooden top underneath. The dinette booth area may be transformed into a bed by following the simple instructions as illustrated.
You just tap underneath the tabletop to disengage it from the post. And then you pull the post out of the floor and then you store the post underneath where the bed's going to go. Then you put the tabletop down and it makes the base of the bed. And then you slide the cushions over.
The side entry door.
That's the deadbolt. That's unlocked. That way it's locked. This key's the handle. Unlocks it. That way it locks it. Want to make sure that when you're driving down the road, the deadbolt is locked. So this lock here does the deadbolt, and this lock here does the handle. This is an electrical outlet that can be used when there's power coming from the generator or from when it's plugged in to electrical service. And there's a cable connection as well. In the storage department, this little silver key locks the storage door. That locks it. This unlocks it. It's where you store the heavier items in the center. So this storage compartment on this side is where the water hose is, extension cord for the power, some oil for the generator, some tools if needed, some cleaning products, some gloves for handling the sewer hose, and some bleach cleaner.
The RV sewer hose.
So connecting the sewer, you'll probably want to use some rubber gloves. Sewer hose is kept in the rear bumper. One black water valve on that side, you'll open it first, and then you'll come and open this one on this side second, and you'll pull it slowly to make sure everything's flowing well and the pipes are hooked up good and there's no leaks before you pull it all the way. Once you hear all the water run out of the black water tank and it sounds like it has stopped, then you'll want to come over and pull the gray water tank valve second to wash out the pipe.
Remember to allow the wastewater to flow completely out before opening the gray valve to rinse out the pipe. Once you hear the water stop, close the gray valve. Then close both black valves. Do not forget to close the black valve on the other side. When this is complete, detach the hose, replace the cover, and return the hose to the compartment at the rear of the RV. Be sure to flush the toilet to place water back into the black water tank. Do not allow the black water tank to remain empty. You will learn more about flushing to replenish the black water tank later in this video. Electrical power.
This is where the power cord is. You can plug it into the generator outlet, and there So this is city water connection, but when you don't have a way to hook up the hose, then you'll use water from the onboard tank. To fill the onboard tank, you'll have to connect the water hose over. And when it's full, the water will overflow onto the ground underneath. The generator is located outside the RV in this location. You'll open the Generac panel by lifting up on these tabs here and here. To fill the oil, you'll check the oil by removing this dipstick right here. Wipe it clean. Fully seat it all the way. And check it again. You want to verify that the oil is in this hatched area of the dipstick. So it looks a little low right there. So we'll want to go ahead and top that off. I have to pour the oil slowly. So to start the generator from the outside, you'll push this prime button here and hold it for a couple of seconds, and then come over and press the start button and hold it until the engine idles smoothly. If the generator is running but there's no power on the inside, you'll want to verify that this breaker is in the on position. Even if it appears to be on, you'll want to make sure that it's not intermittent and push it all the way. So to start the generator from the inside, before starting, you'll make sure that everything's turned off. All the appliances are turned off. No air conditioner is running or anything like that. So you come here and push the prime button and hold it down until this display here shows the number of hours. Once your hour reading is showing, then it's ready to start. So then you come over here and push the start button, you hold it down until the engine idles smoothly. Okay. To use water on board in the tank, you'll turn the water pump on. You'll hear the pump build up pressure and then automatically shut off. If the pump continues to run, you'll want to verify the water tank has sufficient water. To do that, fresh water needs to be, once the fresh water gets empty, you'll want to shut the pump off to prevent damage to the pump. These indicators here, E, 1/3, 2/3, and full. This also LPG is your propane. Propane is used for the heat, the hot water, and the refrigerator when it's not powered by electricity. You'll check that level there. Your battery powers your lights and your water pump when you're not running the generator or plugged into electrical service. This tells your battery level here. It's important to make sure the batteries don't get to the E level because you'll need to crank the generator to recharge the batteries, and if you drain the batteries by leaving the lights on, you won't be able to crank the generator. Then the black water tank, this shows how full your sewer for your toilets are. And your gray water, this shows the level from the shower and the sinks. This button here is for your hot water heater. You'll want to turn that on at least an hour before you need hot water to give the tank sufficient time to heat the water. This tank heater is not usually needed unless you're below freezing for several hours, and then you'll turn that on if you're going to be below freezing. Otherwise, leave it off because it uses a lot of propane. So in this cabinet is where all the bedding is. This is like sheets and blanket. Full size is used for the sofa sleeper and the dinette bed. King size is used for the overhead bunk. Then there's some blankets here. The other cabinet has all your towels. You'll have a DVD player and a TV. So the refrigerator will run on electricity or gas. When it's in auto position, make sure it's on. To open the door, you'll push this button before you pull the handle. This mode button, select it to go to the fan, where you can set high or low or auto, and then cool to run the air conditioner, and this is in degrees Fahrenheit. Or you can go to the furnace and you can set that temperature however warm you need it. Up is on. And the shower door has a lock on it. You want to make sure the door is locked when you're driving down the road. But when you get ready to use the shower, you slide this way to open. So to use the toilet, there's a lever at the base. You push it halfway to allow water to fill in the tank. And then once you've used the toilet, you flush it by pushing the lever all the way down. There's also a roof vent. Fan. So in this cabinet, there's some septic treatment. So once you've emptied the toilet and you're ready to refill your waste tank, you take one of these. Drop it in the toilet, and then you'll flush it, and you'll hold that for about 30 seconds to allow water to settle on the bottom of the black water tank so that the waste floats easily. So there's a GFCI electrical plug here. This outlet connects to other outlets, so that this breaker can get flipped even from another location. So if you're not getting power at one of the outlets, you might want to come check this breaker. Here's the circuit breaker pedal. When you push it, pop the door open. And make sure all these are in on position. That's off, so you want to turn it on. They're all on right now. And the next thing to show over here is the battery connection. So make sure this is in the on position. Your onboard batteries to power your lights and your water pump. So just leave that on, because if it gets put in the off position, then the batteries will not recharge when the generator is running or the RV is plugged in. Yeah, you should leave this always in the on position. Switch does inside light, and the switch does outside light. This is where the propane tank is. It has a gauge here that tells how full the tank is. Also, there's a gauge inside. Most truck stops have propane available if you need to refill the tank. We have 2 roof vents. And you open these when you're parked, but be sure to, before you leave, to lower them down, because the wind can damage them. So to put out the awning, the first thing you want to do is unlatch. Makes it click, and then this arm is free. And there's one on each side. You'll unlock this one as well, so free that arm. Okay, and there's a little knob there, you'll loosen that so that arm is free. And make sure this is loose. Okay. And then there's a special tool that's in the back compartment for extending the awning. So you'll use this. First you'll unlock the awning. There's some writing here that says pull down. That's when you're opening it. So you'll pull down to unlock it. Now it's unlocked. And you'll take this tool and you grab this strap here. And you pull the awning down. Okay, and if it doesn't come free, make sure both arms are moving. So you want to do this little tug. So they're both coming out together. Lock right here. That will lock in place. Do the same on the other side. Place. And then alright, so you lift the handle here, there's one on each side, and then you just walk it up this way. So to put the awning or back in, you want to do it in the opposite order. So we're going to start here. Push your hand. Just bring it down. So then you have to unlock these rafters. There's a little button right here, Dave. You pull this down to release that. And you slide it back. Okay. And now we'll do this on both sides. Now it's time to put the awning back up. Switch right here. We'll move it where it says roll up. We'll pull that down. Hold the strap. Slowly roll it. Make sure to have the strap hooked to this, because it's going to get too far. And we'll lock both arms back in place. And tighten the knob to your back.
Safety first. Minimum clearance is 11 feet. Enjoy your rental, and thank you for choosing Fairhaven Properties.